Hi, I'm Ann Lewis, and I'm here at GDC with Scott Mitchell, Animation Director on Far Cry 4. Scott, tell us a bit about what it's like being the Animation Director on a game like Far Cry 4.
It's a huge responsibility, but it's a lot of fun. I got to work with teams all over the world, so it's a good challenge, but it's a lot of fun to see different development styles and try and get our vision across.
Far Cry 4 has a massive open world. How do you even start to develop something like that?
Well, first of all, we continue with what worked before, and then we build on top. It's such a huge undertaking every time you do one of these games because it's systemic. So the size of the animation systems is just phenomenal. So you have to make sure you have every little special case covered because the player is going to see it from every angle in all sorts of different situations.
When we talk about games like this, we talk a lot about the systemic gameplay, but we never really fully discuss what that means. What does that mean to people who might not know?
Systemic means that essentially an action can happen anywhere, anytime. It's a huge system. It's such a large world. You've got all sorts of different kinds of animals, different kinds of threats, so everything has to work together.
With Far Cry 4, we talk about the Anecdote Factory. What is that?
It was a kind of a state of mind on the project where every asset that was created had to go towards creating new anecdotes. So as players play through the game, random stuff happens. An eagle flies away with a sheep or a goat, or you come across a honey badger or something. So the probability of seeing these special events is not necessarily 100%. It's completely random.
Why are open worlds so important?
Open worlds are so important because it's all about player choice. Not everybody wants to play through the game in the same way. With Far Cry, it's definitely about being a sandbox, open world, playing through your way, experiencing all the anecdotes that are different from your friends. It's about choice.
How long have you been with Ubisoft?
I've been with Ubisoft for the better part of 10 years.
And how have you seen your role change over that 10 years?
The role of an animator has changed quite a lot. In the beginning, it was as simple as an animator creating an asset and handing it off to a programmer. A programmer would then integrate it, and then the animator pretty much lost control from there. Now it's become much more collaborative, where programmers and animators work together, but that also means that animators have to become a lot more technical.
So what's it like actually just working at Ubisoft Montreal?
Ubisoft is one of those few companies that actually really honestly cares about art as much as they do as the gameplay. So it's quite cool for an artist to go in and be able to collaborate with people that are super technical and everybody's still super creative at the same time.
And how would someone go about getting a job like yours?
Getting a job like mine? Well, start with school. Understanding and being able to apply the animation principles are really the base of what you have to know. I would highly suggest getting some experience on mod projects, working on small games, working with small little engines out there, try and get your stuff in a game engine, demonstrating that you understand what systemic gameplay is, that kind of stuff. But also, being able to speak the language of another department really helps. So in terms of communication, being able to speak with a programmer, being able to speak with a game designer, if you can speak the same language as them, use the same terms while you're trying to describe something, communication is much easier, and that's definitely a key.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us. Do you have any parting words about Far Cry 4?
Sure, have fun.